Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is April 17th, 2020. Happy Friday, everyone. Okay, let me say hi to everyone except for Joe because he drank all the coffee and still has not shown me his delegation of authority. Poor Jefferson is now having to go make his own coffee. So, he's going to print it up. He'll print up his delegation of authority himself, just like all the others do. Okay, we're going to give this a couple more minutes to let people get in here. And today we're going to be doing something that is fun. Everybody's been cooped up in their houses and not having any fun trying to figure out all this stuff having to do with the IRS and having to do with unemployment and everything else. So I decided today we're going to just have some fun. So once we get a couple of people in here, oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hi, Tina. Well, as they say, Tina, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So go for it. Jefferson and I are still on coffee. Okay, so we are going to be having a little bit of fun today, as I was saying. One of the things we're going to do is talk about, first of all, the Moorish bingo cards. Obviously, I need coffee. The Moorish bingo cards. There are still 5 spots on those cards that need to be filled up. So I'm going to see if you guys can come up with 5 more after I tell you the ones that are already on there. So we can get that completed and I can actually put the website address for you to download your own card for next Friday when we do Moorish bingo in the description of this video, so that way you guys can grab one and download it. So let me go ahead and go over there real quick. And let's see. No fair, Jefferson. You have an IV for your coffee? That's what I need. Okay, here we go. So hopefully everybody can see this. Okay, so here is the Moorish bingo card. And we've got 5 spots that still need to be filled in. So this is what we've got so far. Right to travel, policy enforcer, I know my rights, public servant, I don't need a license, Albion, am I being detained, traffic infractions are not crimes, Black's Law, I don't answer questions, call your sheriff or / supervisor, I do not consent, taser usage, statutes and codes, name and badge number, legal fiction, injured party, commercial activity, common law, UCC, under duress, sui juris, jurisdiction, conveyance or vessel, kidnapping, and de facto, oath of office, and for the record. So I've got 5 spots that need to be filled. You guys tell me what you think is going to be best to go in those spots, and we will put those in there. So there, I'm going to leave it up for you guys to actually take a look at. Thanks, Mac. I appreciate you saying that. What do you mean, Mark? Nobody hates you. Everybody loves you. I haven't broken any laws. Okay. Do you think that would or wouldn't go with traffic infractions are not a crime? Because that's on there already. 3 forms of ID. They're never going to have that. Okay, corpus delicti. Yeah, I can put that. I've got where's the injured party. I think that sort of counts as to what they think, even though that's not really what corpus delicti means at all. Yes, these other 5 will allow me to randomize it actually. Um, because you have to have, everybody can't have the same thing. But we have to come up with the phrases so that it can actually randomize it each time someone pulls a new card off of it. Okay, oath of office is on there, and so is jurisdiction. Okay, smashed windows, that's not on there. Let me go ahead and go over to that. Okay, so now we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4. Hi, Game Fox. I'm glad you're here. Oh, I command you. That's a good one, Gary. Hi, seriously malfunctioned. Under duress. Okay, let me look. Under duress is on here already. It's hard to remember all of them when you're in the middle of this. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. What was I going back to? Okay, corpus delicti. I command you. I'll put I command you on here. Okay. 3 more, you guys. Delectable corpse. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Hi, Lady Peeps. Kidnapsation. That's a good one. Kidnapping's on there. I'm traveling. Okay, let me see if that's on there. I think there's something like it, but right to travel. So travel is on there. That would count as travel. When I got to this point, I had a lot of trouble too. Scream like a woman. I like that one. Okay. And bond number. That's a good one too. Okay, so let's put bond number. And then we'll put scream like, no, hold on. Scream. I'm going to put scream like a girl. Okay, so we need one more. Article 15. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, I promised I'd put this one on there and I couldn't remember what it was. So, a mexum. Okay. I don't think that's spelled quite right, but everybody's going to know what I mean, I'm sure. Maybe it is. Okay, so now we have this. And, okay, randomizes on. Okay. All right, so now what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to actually put this, turn it into the cards, and put a downloadable link for you guys in the description of this video. So we've got that out of the way. I love Mormish, and I wish I could put that one in there, but unfortunately, there's only 2 videos that I know of that you can actually hear anybody say that phrase. That was one of the first things I thought of, but unfortunately, it's not going to work for the majority of videos. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look and see on the Amexum spelling. Thank you very much, Dirty South Cats. I appreciate that. But I will definitely check it out. Indigenous, I believe, is on there, Sock. But we can change them around too, you guys. So, okay, David. Oh, why you were you saying why you pull me over? Why'd you pull me over? That's a good one too. What we'll do when we after everybody pulls their cards, the second time we play it, we'll switch things around so we can add other stuff. That's a good one, Knights Media. Do you take delirium or birth certificates in payment? Okay. Okay. Getting tased is on there, Tina, just so you know. That one's definitely on there. Okay. So, this is not going to be a particularly long stream. I said that last week and then I went over by 35 minutes or something from what I was planning to do. But this one's just going to be just for fun. I'm not going to be getting on a soapbox of any sort or going over anything that's too serious. I'm actually not going to be going over much of anything at all. Today we're going to be playing a game, and I hope you guys like it. It's called Guess the SovCit. And what I would like for you guys to do, if it's not too difficult, is to get a piece of paper, just a scrap piece of paper and something to write with. And this is going to be for a $30 mystery gift, meaning that the gift is worth $30. It's something that's very nice. It's brand new. And I need for you guys to be aware that this is something that will be shipped to you. So you will need to provide an address. So if you don't want to provide an address privately by email to me for one reason or another, I certainly understand that. But unfortunately, that's the only way I can send the gift. So just letting you know. Okay. So this is how it works. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. Now, there are 10 total questions with 5 follow-up questions that are bonus questions for those of you that happen to tie at the end of this. There are only a couple of rules with regards to this. The first rule is no looking up the answer. This is to see what you guys know from off of my channel, because all of these things have been answered at one point or another off of one or more of the 700 videos that are on my channel. The second thing is to be honest about your tally at the end, please. And I don't think I'm going to have a problem with that, or I would have figured out a different way to play this, but I think this is going to be just fine. Okay, so I'm going to be playing 30 seconds of the Jeopardy theme for you so that you know when that ends. Everybody puts the answer to the question, their own answer to the question, into the chat, and then I can tell you what to do from there. Whoever ends up with the most correct answers at the end will be the ones that go into the bonus questions, and they get hard. They get hard. The questions at the end, the 5 questions that are the bonus questions, are if there isn't a specific winner, because I only have one of these things. It's an expensive item. It's a very nice item, and it's something that I want to make sure we have an actual person who is, number one, willing to allow me to send it to them, and number 2, I only have one. So we have to make sure that the right person gets the actual prize. All right, so follow along with me, you guys. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is listen to the question, and then you're going to hear the Jeopardy music. Whoop, let me get the Jeopardy music. Hold on. Share audio. I have to remind myself how to do this every time. It'll give you the 30-second timer. Show you the 30-second timer anyway. Okay, everybody see the timer? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the question. Don't anybody type the question before the timer is up. Wait for the music to finish. Once it's completed, I'll stop the music, and then everybody can answer the question, and I will tell you what the answer is. If you get the correct answer from what you put down in the chat, then you would put a mark on your paper so that at the end, we can make sure that everything's tallied properly. Okay, so does everybody understand? Is there anybody who's got any questions? And I'll give you a minute because this has a delay. I thought it was 5 seconds, but I think it's more like 15 seconds. I hope you guys all play because this is actually a really nice item that I'm doing a giveaway on today. So, hi, Lord Crimson Eye. Joe says, I overstand, Virgo. Okay. All right, we're going to put that up there so you remember you said that. Okay, yeah, they do. So, it's a delay for 5 seconds. What I say that you guys hear, and it's also a delay from the chat of when you type it out to when everybody sees it, but specifically me, it's slowed down so that I miss less of them as they go by. All right, everybody ready? This is a good one, you guys. You'll be happy. Whoever wins this is going to be happy. So, hi, Robin. Hi, Chuck. Okay. Here we go. Now, remember, don't put your answer into the chat until the timer goes off. Okay. Woo, look at Marvel Girl talking back. All right, number 1. What SovCit made the hate watch on Southern Poverty Law Center May of 2018? Don't put it in the chat. Write it down on your piece of paper. Okay, here we go. Okay, everybody put your answer to what SovCit made the hate watch on Southern Poverty Law Center for May of 2018. Everybody enter your answers now into the chat. Okay, so everybody, nope, you're still going. Okay. Okay, I'm about to go ahead and read the answer for you. If you get it correct, put a check mark on your paper because I'm gonna have to go back and check all of your answers on here. All right, so if you have not answered it yet, you guys, if you haven't answered the real answer that you want to use yet, then just stop because we'll be on here all day if we get Douglas Fairbanks. That's it, Maisie and Little Man, Mark. That's who did it. Okay, the answer to question number 1, what SovCit made the hate watch on Southern Poverty Law Center, May of 2018, the answer is April to June. So if you got it right, hi, Teresa. If you got it right, put a check mark next to number 1 on your paper. Okay, I'm going on to number 2. Number 2 is, what SovCit called Virgo artificial intelligence? I gotta go over and start your timer for you. Don't put it in the chat, remember, just write it down on your paper. Okay, everybody enter their answer into the chat. What SovCit called Virgo artificial intelligence? Okay, Knights Media, have a wonderful day. Hi, Rocky. We are playing Guess the SovCit right now for a $30 mystery gift. If you would like to play, then I can go ahead and read you the first question real quick. And the second question real quick, because you've only missed 2. Let me know if you would like to play or not. Rocky, you want to play? Because if you do, I don't want to give this out until I give you the first 2 questions. If not, and you're cool with just watching, then I'll go ahead and move on. Okay. All right. Okay. So for everybody else who is playing, please make sure that you've got your answer in there, because I'm about to read the actual answer. Okay. The answer to what SovCit called Virgo artificial intelligence, the answer is Anna von Reitz. If you got it right, put a check mark on your paper next to number 2. And moving on to number 3. Okay, what SovCit coined the phrase Albion 6 months before going back to jail on an FTA warrant? Don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat. You got to wait till the 30 seconds. Okay, everybody enter your answer to what SovCit coined the phrase Albion 6 months before going back to jail on a failure to appear warrant. Go ahead and enter it into the chat. Mac Mike, that's sad. But I'm having fun too. This is really fun. Look at the overwhelming unanimous answer. Wow. Mark is here for the settler. No, you cannot use Mr. or Mrs. Bay. That's a good try, though, there, Jefferson. Have some more coffee. All right. I hope everybody's got their answer in there because you need for it to be in the chat so that I can go back and check it. The answer to that question is Sharon, Tracy, Gail, and we don't use Bay, but you know, for this, it's okay. For those of you that got it right, Maisie, all your answers are Maisie, your little man today, Mark. You trying to tell me something? If you got it right, put a check mark next to number 4. And no, I'm sorry. That's number 3. Put it next to number 3. Woo, Jefferson drank my coffee. Oh, no, that was Joe. Joe drank all my coffee. Okay. Point deducted for using Bay. Yeah. Okay. So now we have number 4. Guess the SovCit that made a video about using weapons that will do maximum damage. Okay. Don't put it in the chat. Make sure that you wait for the music to stop before you put it in the chat. Okay, now everybody put it in the chat. The answer to what SovCit made a video about using weapons that will do maximum damage. I like your answer there, Joe. I'm waiting for Mark to say Maisie. Oh, I gotta go back and fix my music. All right, everybody get their answers in so that I can give you the answer that's correct. Everybody got their answers in? I look at Dirty South Cat's answer. Pretty much all of them, she says. Okay, the answer to who made a video about using weapons that will do maximum damage is Rise of the Moors, Jamal. If you got that correct, please put a check mark next to number 4. And now we're moving on to number 5. No, it's not actually. I double-checked that to ensure. And this is slightly off from the original Jeopardy song. Okay, number 5 is what SovCit got 5 years in federal prison for being a co-conspirator in a TDA account fraud? One more time. What SovCit got 5 years in a federal prison for being a co-conspirator in a TDA account fraud? Here we go with your timer. Remember, don't put it in the chat until the end of the song. People will copy your answer. Okay, everybody put their answer in the chat to what SovCit got 5 years in federal prison for being a co-conspirator in a TDA account fraud. Flipper. Okay, so who is giving us a hard time here, Mac? Tell me what you're talking about, Mac. I appreciate it, Archangel, but I don't think that this is going to be any kind of a problem. It's supposed to be a copyright-free thing, and in addition to that, it's not actually the whole song. It's slightly off in like the music part of it, so it should be fine. Okay, it was addressed already. Okay, all right, just making sure. See, do you see how long it actually takes for me to see your messages? It's much longer than I originally thought it was, so I have to wait to see them. Okay, so the answer to this question is, okay, let me read the question one more time. What SovCit got 5 years in federal prison for being a co-conspirator in the TDA account fraud? The answer to that is Heather Ann Tucci Giraffe. Hi, Roland. Oh, thank you so much for the beautiful music on Easter. Everybody really enjoyed it. I've gotten a couple of emails on it, as a matter of fact. For those of you that don't know, Roland St. Germain here in our chat is who did that beautiful Easter song for us, and also the person who did Virgo Triads Coming to Town for Christmas for the channel. He's a wonderful artist, and I know a lot of you really appreciated hearing that. Okay, here we go. We're on to number 6. Number 6 is what SovCit went to jail for 10 years after being on the lam for several months. Now, don't put it in, remember, don't put it in the chat. Make sure that you wait for the music to end. Okay, everybody put their answer into the chat. Okay, here we go. The question being, what SovCit went to jail for 10 years after being on the lam for several months? The answer to that is Winston Shrout. And for those of you that got that correct, please put a check mark next to number 6. For those of you that didn't get it right, please leave it blank. That goes for all of them. Hey, Wonder Woman, I see you there, but I can't stop long enough to explain it to you. Will somebody give Wonder Woman a heads up on what's happening? Okay, here we go. Number 7. Okay, listen to this carefully, you guys. Listen real carefully, because this one's, it's not meant to be tricked, but I thought about it later and I went, wait a minute. This could confuse some people. So just make sure you listen carefully to what I'm saying. All right, number 7 is, what SovCit tried to buy a 370 Nissan Z with a promissory note, but instead got thrown out of the dealership by the cops? Let me read it one more time. What SovCit tried to buy a Nissan 370Z with a promissory note, but instead got thrown out of the dealership by the cops? All right, don't put it in the chat, you guys. Wait for the music to end. Well, if I ever get it started. Here we go. Okay, everybody put your answer to that question in the chat. The question one more time. What SovCit tried to buy a Nissan 370Z with a promissory note, but instead got thrown out of the dealership by the cops? I'll give you guys a couple more seconds here to put your answer in. Remember that it's important to get your answer on the chat so that I can go back and check the numbers. Some of you are going to be mad because there was two separate incidences where this happened. One happened to be a person following Harvey Dent that was trying to get a BMW. And the other one, who I was referring to on the Nissan 370Z, was Harvey Dent. If you got the answer correct, please put a check mark next to number 7. If you did not get the answer to that question correct, then please leave it blank. Oh, this is supposed to be for fun, Lord Crimson Eye. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. You'll probably get some of these more difficult ones. Okay, here we go. Number 8. What SovCit cooked up a mystery juice on their own dirty stove on video without a food prep license and tried to sell it on YouTube for $25 a jar? I'll say it one more time. What SovCit cooked up a mystery juice on their own dirty stove on video without a food prep license and then tried to sell it online on YouTube for $25 a jar? I'll give you guys a hint on this one because this was quite a while ago. They called it amazing juice. Okay, don't put your answer. Make sure that you wait for the music. Okay, everybody put your answers into the chat. Noble Drew Ollie. That's all right. Chuck said Mr. Magoo. Oh. Okay, so here again is the question, number 8. What SovCit cooked up a mystery juice on their own dirty stove on video without a food prep license and tried to sell it online on YouTube for $25 a jar? The answer to this is Money Boy Films. If you got it correct, put a check mark next to number 8. If you didn't, leave number 8 blank. Okay, number 9, here we go. What SovCit had the FBI visit them for making a threat to the YouTube platform? Don't put it in the chat. Wait for the music, okay? Okay, everybody put their answer in the chat. The question one more time is, what SovCit had the FBI visit them for making a threat to the YouTube platform, against the YouTube platform? Wow, unanimous again. Okay, everybody make sure that they get your answer in. Okay, so number 9, what SovCit had the FBI visit them for making a threat to the YouTube platform and then caught it on video for us all to watch, by the way. The answer is Devon Rayford Bay. Okay, number 10. This is the last one before we get to bonus questions. Number 10. What SovCit claimed to be married to the President of the United States and put it in a Facebook article? One more time. What SovCit claimed to be married to the President of the United States and wrote it up in an article and placed it on Facebook? Don't answer it. Don't answer it yet. Okay, go ahead and put your answers in the chat. One more time. Number 10. What SovCit claimed to be married to the President of the United States, wrote an article, and placed it on Facebook? Okay, if you got I'm sorry, I haven't even given you the answer yet. Need coffee. Need coffee. Oh, look at Mark. Look at what Mark's doing. Okay, get your answers in. All right, so the SovCit that claimed to be married to the President of the United States, wrote up an article and put it in on Facebook is Anna Von Reitz. If you got the answer right, put a check mark next to number 10. If you didn't, leave it blank. And now I need to know who got all 10 correct. Honestly, got all 10 correct. Did anybody get all 10? I'm sorry, Pastor David. We'll have to see what happens next week. Maybe we'll do this again if everybody liked it. All right. If nobody got 10, did anybody get 9? Anybody get 9 correct? Okay, how about 8? Did anybody get 8 correct? Good, Rocky. I'm so glad you liked it. And all you did was watch too. So if it's fun to watch, it's probably fun to play. Sock, you got 8 out of 10? Sunny, you got 8? Anybody else get 8? Is this going to be between Sock and Sunny? Anybody else get 8? Okay, we'll do it again. We'll definitely do it again. Okay, so I've got Sock and Sunny. So we're moving into bonus questions. Anybody need a drink or anything before we start? That's pretty good, Lord Crimson Eye. You got 6. Okay, Sock and Sunny, here we go. This will be question number 11, the first bonus question. And we're going to start with what SovCit spent 10 years teaching the redemption theory that he made up in jail. Okay, here we go. One more time. What SovCit spent 10 years teaching the redemption theory that he himself made up in jail while he was a prisoner? Here is your timer that I didn't back up. Here we go. Don't put anything down yet until the timer ends. Sunny and Sock, put your answers. Whoops. Sorry. Put your answers in the chat. If neither one of you gets this correct, we will be moving into question number 12 of the bonus questions. Okay, Sunny says that it's Miller. What do you think, Sock? Come on, Sock. Can't be looking this up. Give us an answer. It's not the end of the world. Okay, neither one of you got it right. The answer to that question was Roger Elvick. So what I'm going to do is move on to question number 12. You ready? The question is, what SovCit that made up syntax grammar excuse me, I'm sorry. What SovCit made up syntax grammar? All right, don't put your answer up yet. Here we go. Okay, Sunny and Sock only. Answer the question. What SovCit made up syntax grammar? Sunny says she's just going to keep saying Miller. All right, Sock, it's on you, buddy. Come on. Who made up syntax grammar? Okay, the answer to that is David Wynn Miller. You are both correct. We are moving into overtime on question 13. All right, you guys get your pencils ready. Here we go. First, let's see. Well, I was getting ready to read you the wrong thing. All right. What was the first group of SovCits recorded in the news? What was the first group of SovCits recorded in the news called? Here we go with the music. All I need is the name of the group, not specific people, okay? First group of SovCits recorded in the news. What was their actual group name? Sunny and Sock only, please. Put your answers in the chat. Okay, I've got yours. Okay, and there's Sock's. The answer to who the SovCit group is that was first reported in the news, Posse Comitatus. Congratulations, Sock. You won. All right. Good try, Sonny. You did an excellent job. And congratulations, Sock. Here's what I need for you to do, my friend. I need you to pop over to Virgo Triad at protonmail.com and enter the address that you would like your gift sent to. All right, everybody else. Please tell me what you thought of this game. If you didn't like it, be honest and tell me so. We can come up with another one. This was something to kind of take everybody's mind off of what's going on and not go into anything too heavy. This Fridays for us is just kind of a time to be able to get together and enjoy one another. And I try not to bog it down too much. Hopefully I'll be able to continue to do that unless something really serious comes up. While I'm going about talking about all the different games and stuff we're going to be doing, let me ask if anybody has any questions or is having any problems with regards to the stuff that I talked about on Wednesday, that being unemployment issues, or problems pertaining to getting direct deposit information into the IRS website. I want to find out. There's some things that I can probably help you with and other things that are simply going on that there's nothing I can do about because they're website issues or whatever, but at least I can maybe explain some of this for you. Thank you, Sunny. That's a very nice thing for you to say. I wish that I could find a way to do this a little bit better or easier or to seem more fair or whatever, but I trust all of you are being honest with me. So I just, I have to go with that. And I thought this would be something that would be fun and educational also. I do. Okay, but remember that my Proton Mail automatically like throws out or archive messages after several months. So it would be best if you go ahead and just send it to me again because I doubt that it's in my archive stuff any longer. Sock won a $30 mystery gift. I'm not telling anybody what the mystery gifts are. I'll tell you how much it is. That it's, I mean, these are all brand new in boxes and everything, but it's a $30 mystery gift. And after Sock receives it, I will put a picture of it up for you guys to actually see. Mark, you've been living in a cardboard box. Are you the next prize that I'm going to give away and send to somebody? No, I'm just kidding. I do hope you're joking, actually. Jefferson says all he found out is that he really doesn't pay attention. Yes, you do. You knew quite a few answers and you knew exactly, like, you might not have gotten it right off the bat or whatever, but you know who all these people are. And let's face it, 700 videos, that's a lot. You might not have even had a chance to go through all my videos yet. So I tried to make the first 10 fairly reasonable, not super easy, but not super difficult. Now, the bonus ones were a lot more difficult. So, did you guys think that was an appropriate amount of questions? Raven, I did happen to find out with regards to direct deposit that if you are expecting funds having to do with anything Social Security, they're not sending them out until the beginning of this next coming week. So it will be shortly. Hi, Liz. Yeah, that's it. I'm the SovCit. I've been the SovCit the whole time, Liz. You'll have to watch it on the replay because every single question was a different one. So, but so far people are saying they had fun. Let me see. Thank you, Sock, for resending it. I really appreciate it. It's a good amount of questions. Are there too many questions? schedules binge session on Virgo's channel. Aw. Okay, good. I think all of you, good. I'm glad you're kidding, Mark. I think all of you did an amazing job. I mean, that's a lot of people to remember. And that actually tells me that you guys have been paying attention. Some of you even remembered as far back as 2017 with Money Boy Films and Harvey and his crazy promissory note trip to the dealership. I mean, I'm really impressed. I am not upset at all. It's very obvious you guys have paid pretty good attention. So wonderful. Okay. So this is obviously something people like. So we will include this in our, once a month or something of that sort, maybe even twice a month. But we have to make room for Moorish bingo too. Yeah, everybody did an awesome job. Thank you, Chuck. That's very true. I mean, let's face it, once I get on a specific subject, I like hash it apart into 90 million pieces, as you guys know, to make sure that you hear everything possible to debunk whatever's going on. So it's a lot of information to have to decipher. And I want to just say that Sunny did an excellent job too. And I wish that I had had more than one, because if I did, I'd be sending two out. Unfortunately, $60 is a bit steep for me right now, so I was only able to do one. As soon as I am done with the bingo cards, a link will be going up underneath the description of this video, Wonder Woman, and you'll be able to go ahead and download your own. And we've decided we're going to update them every time that we do them so that it's a little bit different each time. These are randomized, so everyone who pulls a card is not going to end up with all the same things on it, which is why we did the extra 5 items to put on the cards. Mark says he had a dog named Bingo. Are you sure it wasn't just a song? Sunny. Oh, is that what he says? Oh, well, that's original, isn't it? Ridiculous. But they do every once in a while. They call me Agent VT. So I have Karen calls me that all the time. Special agent. So see, I get really confused with Devon because my understanding was that Van was CIA, DGen is FBI, but I'm just the devil. That's what I thought he said. I don't know, Robin. What is a Moorish dog? Wonder Woman says that joke was lame-o, Roland. Oh, you be nice to our resident musician. That's very true, Liz. Nobody does get as confused as him. Wait a minute. What in the world is going on here? Somebody's got to tell me about the dog, the Moorish dog. Oh, is that what he says? Oh. So Sunny informs me that Devon says that I'm going to jail. That is going to be an interesting thing, isn't it? It's really difficult to go to jail without breaking the law. And it's even more difficult to go to jail when you're advocating for the law. But, whatever. Yeah, well, Devon has got some mental issues. And that's why I don't make any more videos about Devon because he has some problems. So as a result of that, I don't want to get involved in saying anything about somebody who's handicapped mentally. Let's see, of course it's you're a musician, not a comedian. Oh, let's see. Exactly, Chuck. Good luck trying to catch the devil. Jefferson says charged with burglar scenario Sony. What? Is that like what is it that they say all the time that doesn't make any sense? It's kidnapation or kidnapsation. Kidnapsation. That's the one they made up. Love that. I think that's the most creative thing that's come out of any of their mouths. Says what? Teach how to use your birth certificate. That's how you break the law. What the hell is he talking about? I've debunked that like 90 times on my channel. He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. But you can run with the devil. Right, exactly. See? You know what? I have absolutely no idea why Devon continues to do the things that he's doing, other than the fact that he clearly has very serious mental issues. So, all I can do is just say, well, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. I really, that one's a really weird one too, because making a claim like that, knowing what my channel's full of, that really makes no sense. But he doesn't make sense. So kind of reminds me of somebody who's um been classified like with a schizophrenic type of thing going on. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that that's what it reminds me of. Like somebody who throws these temper tantrums and um, gets really, really angry. And then all of a sudden they're really, really calm and things are kind of screwed up in their head where they get things confused, like literally almost, the opposite of what the truth really is and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. Getting anemic, signing everything in blood. That's funny. Okay, what is this about? So we're all screwed. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Chuck, but I'd like to know. Yeah, immature, but I think it's worse than that, Mark. I think there's something else definitely going on. I don't know if it's, drug related or what, but there's something else going on. And I am not sure how he stayed out of jail either, Rocky. And that one blows my mind. My guess would be, though, that he lives in his mom's house and he had his driver's license suspended. So I don't think the opportunity to get out very often is there. And so it would have to be something that he's doing, which he's working on it real hard from some of the videos he's put up and some of the threats that he's made pertaining to those videos and other threats too. So I'm not sure exactly, how he's managed to do that, but that's the only option he's got because I don't think he actually really ever goes anywhere. Not from what he has shown anybody anything anyway. And we know that the driver's license got suspended, and we know he lives with mom. He's readily admitted to both of those things. So we have to do this game again. I was in town and couldn't play along. Okay, I did at the red light. Yes, we will play it again. I had a lot of fun too. And it made me feel a lot better than I have actually been feeling recently because every once in a while I go through these stages, I'm just being honest with you guys, where I'm like, I don't know if I'm really helping. I don't know if I'm really pulling people out of anything or showing people anything that they're actually even caring about looking at, other than you guys, obviously, my every people I talk to every day on the channel. And I wouldn't stop because of you guys, all the support you guys bring to the channel and me and Little Man and Maisie and Morgana. But it's very disheartening at times because you get told over and over again all these really terrible things because, obviously the scam artists are mad and the people that follow the scam artists get mad. But also you kind of get told a lot that, they're so dumb with what they believe, you're not going to make any difference by doing this. Now, I know for a fact I've stopped a lot of people from getting scammed. And that's certainly worthwhile, but it gets tedious and it gets kind of disheartening every once in a while. So I go through this about twice a year. For the last 4 years, I've noticed that certain times of the year I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I just need a break or if I'm, I don't know. It just starts to weigh on me. So if I take a few days off here and there, then usually I can, I've been able to fight through it so far. But, the main reason I started this channel had absolutely nothing to do with anything except for making sure that people were getting accurate and factual information. And then it went into, I wanted to make sure people weren't getting scammed. And so, it's just something where it's kind of a trying thing to keep going with it year after year. But I will tell you that things are going to get a little easier, I think, for me in terms of information that I'm putting out there because I'm going to be going into different types of scams that are out there, different programs and different companies that are online. And so I'm going to expand more. I do want to also let you guys know that all I'm doing right now is waiting for the virgotriad.com website to move over to the actual website, and it will be up probably as early as this weekend. So that is getting ready to keep me busy too. Why is this not rolling? Let me find the rest of your comments here real quick. Check your email later. I will be sending you some. Okay. All right, Wonder Woman, thanks. Liz, I would absolutely love to watch Tiger King, but I don't have Netflix anymore. I had to shut that down when my spouse got furloughed last week. So things have had to be cut way down, which reminds me the one thing that I hate the most. If anybody wants to help Virgo Triad channel out, I really do need the help now, because virtually my Patreon and my super chats are the only thing that are coming into the household right now. And you know what that means when it comes to my medication. So anybody who can help, I really appreciate it. But I know everybody's having a hard time. Please don't feel obligated. Just want to make sure that that you guys are aware that at this point, having the help would be very nice. Just get someone else to add you to their account like I did. What are we talking about that I missed? Oh, I don't know. I don't know of anybody that really has Netflix. But I'll check around. That's a good idea. Okay. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, Netflix, right. Yeah. I will check and see who might be able to help with that. But I've heard it's very good, and I'm very excited to see it whenever I do get it back. Thank you, Wonder Woman. I appreciate that. I will get to it later on this afternoon. Cool, Chuck. That would be great. That would be really nice of you, if you don't mind doing that. All right, you guys. So for the next 3 or 4 minutes, the chat's going to remain up so everybody can say goodbye to one another. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to introducing you guys to the website next week when I'm back on Monday. And little man, Maisie, and Morgana all say hello. I have a new video that I took of them not too long ago that I need to edit and put up for you guys to see. We are going to go ahead and do more of these games, and next week we will have Moorish bingo. I do not know whether or not we're going to be having any gifts next week, because unfortunately things are really tight, as you know, and unless somebody's helping out with gift cards and stuff that they want me to do the way that the Amazon card and the couple of Amazon cards that I did were done where somebody actually sent them to me, Tammy Baker. You know, if you do want to do something like that, Virgo Triad at protonmail.com, and I can tell you where to ship them to. But otherwise, we may have to wait a couple of weeks for that. And I think that's it. I'm really looking forward to the bingo also. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Like I said, 3 or 4 minutes before the actual chat goes down. I love you guys. Little man Maisie and Morgana, love you too. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.